Hello. Welcome to my Sunday Live, everyone. A little bit different this week. I am just on YouTube versus being in both places at the same time, just so that we can bring all the chat together. We'll see how it works out this week. And yeah, any feedback, welcome. Hopefully there are a few people joining. Hey, Carol. I'm just going to give it a few minutes longer than normal, just so people can find me over here. Hi, Karen. Hello from New York. Stacey, hello. This evening we're going to be, I'm going to be making with the tulips. So I am looking forward to having a play with those. Hey, Hazel, how are you? You doing all right? Hello, hello. Oh, I see different names over here. You like it better on YouTube? Yeah, I think I'll just see how it goes. I think once people get used to it, it just means that the chat isn't in two different places. So although I could see it all together, I could see both. I could see both chats. Just means that we can see you all together. Janice, hello. It's different. It's funny because you see like different names as to how people have signed up with YouTube. So not a full screen on YouTube. I've got black bars down the side of my camera at the moment, Vicky. So that might be what is making it not look full screen. Maybe. Carol says clearer on YouTube. Yeah, exactly. Facebook does like to kind of condense and it's not as clear. Claire's found how to chat now. It's good. Yeah, the chat is, you'd think it's below, but I think it's kind of up to the right hand side. I'm obviously seeing it from my view versus how you might see it. So if you're here on the replay, welcome. If you're here live, it's good to see you. I have grabbed the tulip stamp set. I say I've grabbed it. It's on my shelf here. So I'm in Indiana, US. Hello. So this is the Flowering Tulips. This is the one that I was going to have a play with, but I actually have now. I haven't. My husband has wound through a load of die cut tulips. He has been die cutting lots today because I've been prepping for kits going out, team training, card and a cuppa in-person event. So all three at once are over tables and my dining room table and my kitchen table. So it's all come together today, but there has been lots of chopping and scoring and winding through and counting out and ribbon cutting. So all good fun, just how you want to spend your Sunday. So hello. Right, let's get cracking. Hopefully people will find us over here. Hopefully people will realize that the link will take them to the live and bring them over to YouTube. So let me drop you down onto my desk. Now, someone said, Vicky said it's not full screen on YouTube. Is it full screen now for you? Just because I know my face view is not always a good indication of how it is set out. So morning Australia. Right, let me get you a bit closer to the desk there. Better, I think. There, good. Fine. Hazel says it's full screen. We are good to rock and roll then. Kate says, forgot I was YouTube tonight. YouTubing. Right, so this is a bundle of tulips. So let me show you the dies. I'm sure you may have seen them already. I'm going to get rid of my face as well to give me more space for the moment. These are the dies. So there's this beautiful long die here, which is lovely as a border. It's lovely. You've got the dies that cut out these pieces. So you've got the dies to cut around those pieces there. If you get me, you get me. And then you've got the leaves that cut out the leaves on the stamped images, and the die for cutting out the stem of the stamped image, and even the grass actually. So you've got like the grass piece as well. So you've got those outline pieces, but you've got these fabulous dies here. Now these look all a bit funny when they're laid out like this, but they make the most beautiful, beautiful tulips. And then you've got a stem by itself. So, Janice is looking forward to seeing this. They are beautiful. Tulips are one of my, I love them. They're probably in my top 3 flowers. I love them. Lynn, hello. So let me share with you what my husband was busy chopping out. Oh, look. We'll just give him a round of applause. So yes, he has done me proud cutting that lot out for me. Yeah, he's gone out to do some astronomy stuff tonight, but this was at about, I don't know, 5 to 7. And I said, just before you go out, would you mind just, if I just give you a few pieces of paper, would you just mind? And so he did. No. Superstar for doing that. So let me find some pieces that I can share with you, so it doesn't just look like a bundle, like a complete. Let's find the matching dies. So that one, you've got that one's twice. Sue says can't make it full screen. Have a new iPad to use tonight. I will ask my there must be a button you press to make it full screen. So these are all the pink ones. We're in for the night with tulips. Oh, thank you, Hazel. Click on the small square bottom right of the iPad and it makes it go full screen. You're going to go in there? Okay. Okay. Joshua was hanging with me, but he's going to sit in the other room. Right. Let me show you how these come together. So there is that die piece and there is these little, you get 3 of those. They're all the same kind of buds. And it's a whole garden. It is, Kathleen. It's a whole garden. I've got a whole row of tulips. Okay. So I've just seen Hazel's comment, cluck the small square bottom, or click. Yeah, it might. Right, let me grab my blending brush. I'm going to add a little bit of extra colour to this. So this is polished pink cardstock. And I have grabbed Melon Mambo. So you can see all the different dye pieces. I'm going to put them to one side so I don't lose them, but you get the idea. There's those different pieces. And I'm going to add a little bit of ink. There. I think if you have it full screen, the comments scroll at the bottom. If you go live chat, if you click live chat, then the comments will scroll from the bottom. I need to do a bit of investigating. You just get used to it, don't you? You just get used to what you get used to. Put my finger in the ink pad. I've got a pink finger. I'm hoping everyone's been able to come across and find us. There's 40 of us here just now, so that's fabulous. I'm hoping people who regularly find me on Facebook have been able to find me over here tonight. And so these have got little folds on them. So there you go, that's the bottom. This is Melon Mambo blending. Come on. And then I'll put a little bit of ink on the top of that bud. As well. And then we'll start to pop these together. So these come together so easily. They have got little score lines on. So the die does that for you. And look at that, it just folds round and they can sit in like that. So I'm just going to grab some glue. In full screen, can you see the live chat scrolling at the bottom rather than to the side? I'm not sure. I need to have a watch myself. So right, that's going to sit there. Mine, yeah, just there. Just unplug it. I think. Okay. And then that glue is that piece is just gonna sit in there to give us the 3 layers. Rather than gluing that, I'm going to pop a little glue dot under here. And what I like about the glue dot is it not only holds it, but it gives it a little bit of extra dimension as well. How pretty is that? Oh, Lisa says can't get comments on full screen. Never found a way to. What a shame. Can you get the comments on full screen? And if you're on Facebook, I find they disappear on there as well. So I don't know if it's similar. Right, let's do this other one. So that one just has 1 score. How beautiful is that? And then that can have either one of those in, or it can just have a little bud in, and we can kind of push that a little bit closer together to make it more of a bud. there's no right or wrong way to kind of layer these together. But what is lovely is that they just fold over. They look really kind of like they might be quite complicated, but they just fold over and come together. So I'm going to put a dimensional on the back of that, and I want that. I'm going to just hold that in place and just make sure I get that at the right height. And then that will just glue across, just like closing a book. And I'll close that on there. How gorgeous. Oh, Vicky's multitasking. Watch on TV and read the chat on my phone. There you go. Perfect. Right, let's do another one of these. So the white ones that I've got here are actually watercolor paper. So I am going to grab some water brushes in a moment, and I'm going to put some watercolor on some of them. So you don't just have to use cardstock. You can use your watercolor as well. So this is more of a bud one as well. So that one just comes that way. Put some colour on that one. Don't they look pretty? And put that on there. Gone back to all screen. I'm just going to pull the door to 1 second. They look cool. Oh, dangerous. Uh-oh. They are. These would look cool in a frame as well, wouldn't they? And they'd look lovely in that. I think the glue dots kind of work better, if I'm honest, because you're going to have to hold that glue to stop it. Bear with this 1 second. It's popped open. Let me grab a glue dot. You'll have a glue dot anyway. So we went for daffodils this time. I know. I went for daffodils originally, and then I just thought, these tulips are just gorgeous, particularly the 3D. Right, so you get the idea of how these come together. Let's make some with watercolor. And I also had the yellow ones. I love those ones with like the red on them. Here, that's that way up, and then that's that way. I'm going to grab a few of those petals. Got some in So Saffron. These are Daffodil Delight, and then I've got some in Bumblebee as well. Kathleen says it could get dangerous with watercolor. I have been busy, but Steve has been helping me, so yeah, been busy prepping kits and team event and Card and a Cuppa on Friday in person. So I've been preparing the packs for that as well. So the Brian and Emma's super awesome fun time card kits. The inaugural kit is going out on Tuesday, which is very exciting. So they are almost ready to go. A couple of extra bits to put in those. And the packs for the in-person card and a cuppa are ready. So yeah. Okay. How beautiful. So this is Poppy Parade and Daffodil Delight. And he's a pro, so no supervision required. It was Steve that was busy. I've been chopping. Yeah. But no, he's been giving the Stampin' Cutting Boss machine a workout. So this is Poppy Parade with the daffodil. How beautiful is that? Let's grab that. So I'm just trying to think what colours we could put on the watercolouring as well. And let's do those bits there. Definitely starting to get inky fingers. Sorry, I am multitasking. Give me a moment. I will be right. Brush. Let me grab that. I'm going to pull those together. Let's do these first before I start adding water to the situation. Let's put these together with some glue dots. And that just squeezes over there. And I need one of those like middly bits there. And pop that in between that glue dot there. Oh, I love that. I've pulled out a pack of note cards as well. I thought we're going to the effort of like making these beautiful flowers, but I thought we could then quickly make up some lovely little note cards with these. And yeah. One glue dot will be grand. Yeah. That one there. Who else has got these? Who else went for tulips? Who else went for the tulips when the catalogue came out? They're lovely, aren't they? I had to play with just the stamps for the tulips. I will stamp some of them out as well, so I'll show you those as well. I won't just sit and make 100 tulips out these dies, because that could get pretty tedious, I guess. Although a very pretty end result. It's not the most I don't know, know me, it might not be the most exciting to be watching. Let's grab a little dot on there. We've got daffodils, so we've got a new, I think I've said before, we've got a kind of a patch of garden bit out the front that's new, and we planted it up, and I put a load of bulbs in. So daffodils are all up and the tulips are just coming. So I've no idea what colours I picked out now. It was quite a while ago. So it'll be lovely to see when they come, when they spring up from the front. This is a bought the tulips too. I love making them. I know they're very they're quite therapeutic, aren't they? They're not too fiddly actually, and they're not too, you know, they're not too big, not too many layers, just enough. And there, so we've got that one, maybe just a bud on its own, petal on its own. Right, let me grab some watercolour. My mat's moving. Won the set. Oh, fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. What a lovely, lovely prize. Right, let me get these ones and some. I thought Blackberry Bliss. Let's grab. I've got my inky there, ink, and I will grab my water brush. Now I just have to kind of remind myself which way up they're going to be. So that's the bottom. That's the bottom. That's going to come around. Oh. That's the bottom that way. Tulips can change colour differently. Yeah, can they? That is a fun fact I didn't know. Tulips can change colour depending on the acidity of your soil. So I may have bought yellow bulbs and get purple flowers. Who knows? We'll see what comes up. I am drawn to yellow anyway, so I guess I've probably bought this sort of one. And let me grab some water. That one is not. I'm using this one here. And I wonder if I pretty. See if I can get a little bit of. So I have cut these from the Fluid 100 watercolour paper. And kind of had this idea that it would be a bit more watercolory and loose than the blending. And you could have a whole stack of those, couldn't you? Oh, Jen says I'm able to create a YouTube channel so I can comment. Yay! So this is definitely a second year. They can be different to the first, can they? That's fascinating. Bex says, do I still have to do? I do. It's in a pot in the back of my garden, and they're this colour. They're kind of that real dark. I love that, Hazel. I had my hair dyed that colour when I was 18. Black tulip, if I recall. Fabulous. I'd love to see some photos. Oh, that Blackberry Bliss is so gorgeous, isn't it? I wonder how these are going to turn out. Hopefully fun. It's a little bit more messy, but I'm okay with that. It's been much nicer weather over the weekend here. It's makes such a difference to have the sun shining, doesn't it? Just right. Let's put some edges on there. I think they look all right. I think it's when they come together, I think we're going to see how these look, but just going to try and soften off some of those edges. Okay, I think we're good. I'm just going to heat gun these so that I don't get completely purple hands. I know, it's so true, isn't it? We just snap with our mobile phones these days, don't we? Although they mostly all stay on there, we should definitely try and get them off, shouldn't we? And kind of memory keep a bit more than keeping them stuck on our phones. I've done that side. That's not going to. Just realised my error of my ways. That's okay. We're only going to get that side, aren't we? Whoops. That's okay. That is okay, because that is going to sit in there. We've got that lovely purple colour. We didn't need to worry about that middle bit, did we? You're probably all sitting there thinking, you don't need to paint that bit, Emma. Why are you doing that? Because that is the back of the tulip. Well, the back of my tulips are going to look as pretty as the front of my tulips. And we'll all know. So it's on when the cards are sent, we'll know. Right. I want some purple on here. The blackberry bliss. That one. Love it. Let's see if we can heat those. Oh, this colour is gorgeous. Do like the richness of this. Right, I'll put a dimensional on the back of that one, and I'm going to pop that in there, and then because I have the dimensional in the back of that one, and then chop that. Chop, chop, chop. Do a little bit of flower arranging, and that can then sit behind there, and then we'll just bring that across. Then once I've made these purple ones, I will start assembling onto some cards, and then we'll do a little bit of stamping with the stamp set. Time are we at? 9:10. See how we go for time. I can't be too late tonight because school night and all that. Let's do dimensional. I'm hoping you can all still see me all right. I managed to figure out the screens and stuff. It's a bit of a change being over here. I love that you would just, these would be so different, won't they? There's not going to be any one the same with all the watercolouring on there. I love that. I'm just pop that in there. I don't think you have to put that third layer in. I quite like it with that one in behind there. Just gives it an extra petal. And I think Susan's not sure. I think the problem is like trying to keep the chat in one place, because although I say at the beginning I can see everyone's chat together, when I go to the two different places, the kind of two kind of separate conversations. So I just was trying to see if we could have everyone together. I think you're right, Hazel. I think that is definitely the winning kind of thing, isn't it? Facebook makes the quality of the video not as good, makes the resolution less, because YouTube is designed to be videos, whereas Facebook isn't. So they kind of try and watch kind of the amount of stuff we're putting on there. and it seems to be more stable. I was having lots of issues with it being really blurry and things like that as well. So we'll see how things go. Harder to do emojis. It is harder to do emojis. And you can't just do the love hearts on the screen or the thumbs up, can you? So that is a bit different. Right, I am going to grab a new grid sheet. Nice and clear. Yeah, the quality has got to win out, hasn't it? Video is definitely more stable. Yes. Right, let's clean that mat down so that we've got a clear space. And we have our note cards. I thought note cards could be really nice with these. Just the basic white note cards, and I've die cut note cards on the floor. I've die cut some pieces from Colour and Contour before I came on. Now that is not the largest, but the second largest, I think, and that fits on a note card, which is nice. And then that is the next size down in the Colour and Contour. So I wonder if, and I've also done some of the tulip paper in the green, and I did one in watercolour as well, because I thought we could have a little bit of a background in watercolour, and then maybe swap that going the other way, and then maybe just a white. And we've got our leaves. Now I'm going to grab the stamp set. So in here, got the leaves. And that leaf. And let's do old olive. Oh, goodness, it's a good job. I had all these pre-prepared, isn't it? A bundle of stems. There's another stem there. Lots of stems. And these can stamp. So if I grab my old olive, I was just gonna keep these, as I say, fairly simple, but I wanted to just show you how they came together, because I think they can be, you might think, oh gosh, they're going to be a lot of work, but actually they are not too bad at all. This is old olive on old olive cardstock, so just tone on tone. And I love that you're all helping each other out with the tech. I love that. I'm kind of sharing your how to get the full screen and where to click and how to navigate around. So yeah, we'll get there, won't we? So right, let's have, I love the deep purple on this. I also have I didn't put these together. I could do this quite quickly. Let's do one of these in the Blackberry Bliss cardstock. I'm not going to do extra shading on this. I'm just going to pop it in. I really love hearts and tulips. Love it. There. Oh, I want that petal underneath. And So I didn't quite get to load up all the ones I wanted to load up before I came on my live. With dinner and everything else, I just ran out of time. But just to let you know, over on my website, I have coastalcrafter.com. Keeping busy while I'm busy. What was I going to say? My Flowering Rain Boots class. So I have two options. Well, I've got multiple options for this, but I have an in-person on the Saturday, the 2nd of April, 10:30 in the morning over in Emsworth at Felix and Tabitha. There are limited spaces for that. So if you'd like a place, make sure you book early so that you don't miss out. So there is that. And then there is an online only version the following weekend. So the 9th, Saturday, the 9th of April, 7:30 in the evening, my time, till about 9:30, 10 o'clock. That is available to add the bundle, to have the stamp set only, have the kit, or to come and join online only. So if you are somewhere in the world where I can't ship to, if you're not sort of UK, Europe markets, I can't ship product, but you can join online anywhere, from anywhere. And you would be more than welcome to join. Is a YouTube star. She is. She's the pro. She's been over here practicing before everyone else came over and joined. She's been getting ready to share it, or share all her knowledge. I love it. I don't know. Don't suppose it matters which way up these leaves go. Make them a bit higher. Might need a few more petals, leaves, even, not petals, but you know what I mean. I want some little ones. Should we throw some granny apple green in there as well? Too many leaves? Not enough? Oh no, thank goodness for online classes, eh? Thank goodness. Janice says, thank goodness for online classes. Hazel says, only if you all behave. Should be having words otherwise. Yeah. Right, that's granny apple green, and let's do that one as well. You could, of course, stamp and then die cut this out, but as Steve was mangling these through and volunteered, he's like, do you need some green to go with this? I was like, sure, why not? So I took him up on the offer, and I will stamp afterwards. I was like, I will make that sacrifice. So just using the bone folder to give these a bit of texture, and also we can fold them kind of like an S shape so that it kind of comes up but back on itself. There. Right, let's get these on. I'm wondering if I'm going to put this on a bigger card. I don't know if all this 3D stuff is maybe too much for a little note card. Maybe we should do some stamped note cards. What do you think? Wondering if I should put it on a bigger base. Then we could mount a little bit of Blackberry Bliss maybe with it, a bit of Blackberry Bliss cardstock. I'm absolutely determined I was going to do note cards tonight. And then, Priscilla, hello. And now I've changed my mind. They're not, but I mean, that's the difference in size. So let me show you that's note card and that's standard size. I think it needs to go on the bigger one, doesn't it? We'll make a card in a minute. It's only 9:20. We've only been at it nearly an hour. Sorry. Let me do 12 by 9. And then I'm just guessing measurements. Thinner. 9, 8, 7, maybe 7, 8. Yeah, so that is measuring 12 by 8 centimeters, or 3 1/8 by 4 3/4 if you're working in inches. Claire, lovely. Just booked your rainbooks online. Thank you. It'll be fun. And pairing them up with the tulip papers. And the tulip papers are gorgeous. So, yeah, as I was saying, I didn't get all of the classes listed up. So before I go to sleep tonight, I will make sure I put up the ranunculus class for April. Yeah, that will be the last weekend in April. It's all ready to go to post up. I just ran out of time before I came on here. I would have been late. Yeah, that's okay. So if you don't have the tulip paper, you sign up for the kit, because then you will get the paper for the cards that you need. So there you go. Right, so I have that one on there, that one on that stem, and okay, granny apple. Oh no, there's a doodah, an old olive one. So just a small amount of glue. And I'll sit there. Oh, I love these. Aren't they gorgeous? And shall we have... Let's do a bit of glue on the bottom there. Do you like a bit of flower arranging? Only with paper flowers. Flower arranging consists of kind of stacking them in the vase. Maybe trimming the edges off. I'm a bit rubbish. But when it comes to the paper ones, I'm fine. Claire says, glad you. I know. Got PayPal. Get PayPal. First time. Don't like that actually. That's better. Mix these greens up. Then just trim those. Trim those stems. How pretty is that? Not sure if that one's getting a bit lost in the background. Maybe that one needs to go on that. What do you reckon? Maybe a little fuchsia purple across the middle or something. Have that going through there. Yeah, let's do that. That flower head was just getting lost in the that is a 1/2 inch punch. We don't carry that anymore, but it's never leaving my desk. I love it. That is gonna go there. I'm going to put some twine. My twine, I need to grab a new one. Andrew says like the green background. Yes. Jen said don't forget the twine. Twine. Right, let me put that around. So we're going to go once, twice. So should we go crazy? Let's go 3 times. And tie that at that end. And the beauty of that, we can just twist that towards the end. If we give that a little movement, that can then sit where we want it before we stick it down, because we haven't taped it or anything. That's going to sit on that edge. Now, normally I would put dimensionals on when I'm putting twine or something, but because we've got that sitting over the top, I'm not worried about it being a bit bumpy. Oh, that's a nice shout. Sherry says maybe a bit of white craft ink around the top of the black tulip. Yes. It would kind of give that white, it would kind of match it in, wouldn't it? Or a bit of chalk. I've got chalk marker. Right, we'll use our Seal Plus. Let's put that in the middle. Get that lined up. So we've got that going in the middle. Lay that flat. That's going to go across like so. I'm going to actually untie that. I'm just going to pop that thread through and tie those 3 together. I just think it will look a bit neater. The bow will sit nicer coming through there. Better. Put some tape. And I'm just going to pull that. I've not got it very tight, so I'm just going to pull that across. No one will ever know. Where's my crumb cake? Not crumb cake. This is This is the chalk marker. Love that. Kind of that white edging. Nice. Nice suggestion. I was just thinking, no one knows what's happening. No one needs to know what's happening underneath the layers. They just look at the finished card, don't they? No one needs to know. So we have got our dimensionals then to pop this on. Got there in the end. It's only taken us, well, an hour, but we have watercolored. We've made more tulips than the ones that are on these cards. We've talked about how these go together. So hopefully there's one. Oh. Yeah. And I've got another painted one. I'm not sure I like that dark one there. I think I'm going to pull that one out. People are like, oh, no, don't pull it off. For the effort of making it, I think that one looks better. I'm going to stick that one up. Shh. As if it was meant to be. I think I prefer that. They're all matching then. I do like that dark one, but yeah. We used all our painted ones then. Okay, so that's one done. Let me show you. You get the idea. You could obviously change these around and put different. You could mix and match. That looks so gorgeous, doesn't it? Those ones, they look so nice. Lynn says I prefer them matching. Yeah, I just think they kind of come together nicely, don't they? Stamp set has no one deserves a happier birthday than you. Happy Mother's Day. You're also thoughtful. Thank you. Or you could pull in a sentiment from another stamp set. So that would be up to you. I'm going to leave it without a sentiment for now. I will just quickly pull together a little note card. I say I'm going to keep those for another card. I'll just quickly show you how these stamp. I don't think that's, but you know, in terms of how many layers you could have on a card to go in an envelope, not too bad. I think the yellow tulips, these ones are gorgeous, aren't they? Gorgeous. Right, let's stamp these ones. So these have got kind of 2 layers. I promise this is going to be a very quick one. Let's do, should we do Daffodil Delight or Mango? Let's do Mango. So, there's one. And then you've got this like layer to go on top. It gives that lovely shading. And then there is a middle part for this, which you could bring in crumb cake. Get the stem. Testing emojis. I love that. I was assembling all the tulips at the beginning, so and there is another 101 blocks out. This one. Infill. And then you can stamp your leaves, or you could put leaves on, stamp leaves on, or we could die cut them. Let's bring in some granny apple. I'm stamping these on white, so you can see the difference between them being stamped on the coloured cardstock and on the white. These have dies, but I'm going to quickly run my snips around that. And this one, just realised I think my tea's gone cold. I had some of it. I've been I'm drinking peppermint tea in the evenings at the minute. It's a really nice loose leaf. That's very nice. So just a simple. I mean, I have done those leaves, but let me grab. I want let's do Cactus Cuties has got just a note in it, which I love, and I'm just gonna stamp that in black. So memento. Okay, so that's why I have a travel mug with a lid. That's such a good idea. I know. Thermos flask to keep the heat. Get totally distracted. Could this be, apart from a little bit of fussy cutting, could this be classed as simple stamping? I think it could be. I mean, simple apart from the die cut piece and the fussy cut piece. And I might throw a bit of twine on, but apart from that, really simple. I am going to glue that down just flat rather than popping it on dimensionals. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous tulips, aren't they? So springy and fresh. Maybe that one. Sort of there. And just a note. Maybe at the bottom there, actually. I quite like that. Oh, thanks, Claire. Just a note. Make them up in all sorts of colours, couldn't you, with the note cards? If you wanted to get fancy, you could put one of them on there as well. Mix and match, couldn't you? Quite like that. Simple stamping Emma style. Yeah, we could throw a 3D flower in as well, couldn't we? There you go. There we go. I'm gonna it just really yeah, you could make a whole pack of them, couldn't you? How great would they be? Tulips in lots of different colours. Poppy Parade, you could do some yellow, orange, blackberry. You could pull out all your colours, couldn't you? All of your colours. I might just, I'm looking at that other card thinking it needs a sentiment, and as I've got just a note out, I'm going to finish that up. With that. I love the font on this one. Nice and bold. Just a note on there as well. Just a note. Well, thank you so much for joining me. It has been fun putting these together. Hopefully, if you weren't sure how to put the tulip dies together, you'll be able to go back to the beginning of this and watch the replay, and you can see them kind of being put together. And you can rewatch that and refer back to that. My Flowering Rainbow class for the online and in person are both up on my website, coastalcraft.com, and then just click classes and events, and there's a drop down there. And my April ranunculus class, so using the ranunculus romance bundle for April, will be going up very shortly. So that'll be up on my website, hopefully, in the next short while. So just clear my desk a little. You're welcome, Claire. I thought that was kind of the main aim for tonight, really. Was to show you how to put them together. So more than kind of making lots of cards. So I know we spent a lot of time putting them together, but it does mean that hopefully you'll have the confidence, if you've bought them, to get them out, die cut, and have a play. And if you haven't yet bought them, you might now feel kind of comfortable to purchase them, knowing that they're quite easy to put together. So yeah, lovely spring cards. The ranunculus does have my name all over it. I love that set. Carol, we can give you a big thumbs up here on YouTube. Thank you. I'm back. I don't think I went away. Fabulous. Right. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me this evening. Thank you if you're watching me on replay. Thank you for all your comments. I will go back through and kind of reply to you and things like that. So yeah, always really appreciated. And I will be back here next Sunday at 8:30 again for another live. And I will see you all then. Have a good week. Stay safe and well, everyone. And I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.